Hi there. So today I will be talking about the changes I made to my business model canvas based on the interviews that I conducted this week. And the places I went were a clean water testing facility, the free market in Appleton, and Natural Healthy Concepts. And I knew someone at the water testing facility. Well, I didn't know them, but I briefly met them and they were interested in spirulina. And so I thought that individual would be a good one to also include because I recognized that they were vegan and interested in that. So I thought I'd interview them and get their feedback if you were wondering why I targeted there. And personally, through this experience, I thought I did very well, and everyone I interviewed was aware of what spirulina was, which was kind of my goal to get those future customers that are already aware of spirulina and the benefits, and um, to just let them know you can grow your own spirulina. And if I were to create a shop here in Appleton, would you be interested in coming or purchasing from me? And I had a lot of amazing feedback. A lot of people were very intrigued by the idea and thought it was, I got like, some people said it was a great idea, good idea. And then one individual did challenge me, which I probably appreciated the most because I noticed a lot of times people, or the people I interviewed, were like, that's a good idea, but they didn't give me any real feedback, which is rare. So I definitely value any challenging feedback that I might receive. And so I will start um, with the changes that I made. And a lot of them went through to my value proposition, I noticed, and some of them also obviously onto my business model canvas. And so one individual thought it would be cool to have a bring your own jar program, as she worded it, or bring your own cup. So I would offer discounts to those that brought in their own um, cup for the smoothies while also promoting a healthy environment and reusable materials. And so I added that into my gains and reflected that onto my gain relievers. And individual that challenged me, she talked about Appleton people being sort of frugal, and which I understand because I am also frugal in ways, depending. But I would challenge that because if it is something you truly value and truly want, you'll spend a lot of money to like accomplish that mission and dream, which I have seen for myself. So, but on that note, I thought I would drop the all organic deal and just do, healthy food with some organic. And another thing I thought that would drop the cost is growing my own herbs and wheatgrass and along with my spirulina, which would also significantly drop the production costs, or just the cost from buying from an outside seller because I would be growing my own. And so I have on my gains perfect price point for all. And then my gain relievers will be locally grown herbs, wheatgrass, and spirulina. Um, and so another individual mentioned to me that it would be cool to bring wheatgrass in and maybe have a program where guests can cultivate their own spirulina or own wheatgrass. And I would be the one juicing it, obviously, but they could like strain their spirulina or cut the wheatgrass to be juiced. And I thought that was an interesting idea. Um, and so, well, for customer jobs, I put organic wheatgrass and um, reflected that onto my products and services for our wheatgrass program. And I was also thinking with the wheatgrass program, I could grow my own trays and sell them as trays if someone has a juicer at home. And for maybe like $20 a tray. And then when they return that tray, they'd get a discount on their next tray. So that would also reflect the Bring Your Own Cup program by promoting that reuse and recycle of materials, and the consumer gets a discount, which will add to my value proposition. And for customer pains, one individual noted to me that he has allergies to peanuts and other things, so he rarely goes out to order smoothies because he also doesn't like dairy in his smoothies. And that's good for me because I didn't plan on having any animal products at all. But it had me thinking, well, I should make it. He kind of brought to my attention that it should be more well known what's on the menu. Are there peanuts in this product? What ones are allergy safe? Certain types of grasses people may have allergies to. And so I plan on sort of having that on my menu. I'll have all the ingredients available and maybe asterisk ones with possible allergies for individuals, or just try to avoid it altogether in some way. We'll see how that works. And so for my pain reliever, I did available allergy information. So that's my value proposition changes. And now, so for my price or kind of cost structure part of it, I decided I'd bring down the price by growing more of my own materials and buying organic only if it's through a local farm here in the area, which will bring down my costs. And also for revenue streams, I'd be growing my own stuff and like my herbs and wheatgrass and potentially selling that to restaurants in the area who would like fresh herbs, because I know there's a lot of restaurants that are very high quality in the area and they really promote our local farmers around here, and people in Appleton do value that, or people in general. And so my key activities will be changed. We will have to do more cultivating and growing of our own seeds and like the herb seeds and the wheatgrass seeds. And so that'll be a daily activity, watering and cultivating and growing and sprouting and all that good stuff for those, which I just love plants. So, okay. And then also along with the spirulina, as you know. And so I talked about the revenue streams. Also, another thing that was noted to me is spirulina can be really expensive. For about maybe a 1 pound bag, it can be like $25. And so it was brought to my attention that, am I going to be able to afford this? Is it are the drinks going to be affordable if I'm using a lot of spirulina? And I haven't gotten that far yet. I mean, right here's my spirulina tank. It's quite small, so I'm not sure how much I'd add, but it was also brought to my attention to really push that emphasis on spirulina because it is so new and so many people just love the thought and idea, and a lot of people don't really know you can grow it. So that will be like my main MVP, or I'm trying to think the word. My main, focus for my business will be my spirulina systems. And so anyway, to cut down the cost, I'll have to do more thinking, more planning on that one. And so, also with the spirulina, we're going to create smaller spirulina systems, which I can show you something really quick. I also have a small culture in my jar over here, which is kind of like an emergency culture in case something were to happen to my other one. So you could even have your spirulina in something as small as this, or like a glass jug, and it's really easy. It just, grows on its own, and you can harvest through that way. And I plan on having something like that for as low as $50. So it also would contain the growth media and the spirulina itself, and I'd also provide post-harvest nutrients that need to go back into the system, along with air bubbler and stuff like that. So, but I think if someone values the product enough and really wants to learn and grow their own, that they will invest in themselves and invest in the product. And so I'm not too worried about the cost structure of the spirulina, but because I can easily make a smaller system, but once it comes to putting the spirulina in the drinks is where I'm having an issue. And I'm also running in, I know I probably should talk about my issues, but also running into issues about should I just do like retail or do I want to add food, which I will talk to you about. And so, an interview summary. Well, I kind of talked about a lot of interviews, but when I went to Natural Healthy Concepts, no, that one. Trying to think of what interview to talk about. Well, anyway, I'll just talk about that one. When I went to Natural Healthy Concepts, a gentleman, his name, if I could get it, Austin, he knew about spirulina. He was really excited, just thought it would be a great idea to like learn how to grow your own, and he really liked the idea. And then he gave me the feedback about the allergies and why he doesn't go places. And um, also at my next interview, or my other interview, I want to talk about the individual from the Clean Water Testing Facility. Um, he gave me some feedback about like his ideas, and he had an idea of like bringing a juicer to the farmers market, which is funny that he mentioned that, and people could juice their produce through him for like a small rate. Oh, and so I thought that would be cool to incorporate into my business. And so I'm kind of past the time, but I will post this video anyway. I just noticed that. So thank you very much, and I hope you like my changes.